Hello again and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be doing something that I've been wanting to do for a really long time, and that is to make a pair of stays or a corset to wear as a piece of clothing, like in my everyday fashion. So my corset is going to be inspired by 17th century stays, and I'm going to be using a stays pattern to create this corset. Went on a mission to the thrift store to try to find some like grandma couch type of fabric, and I think I succeeded. I'm not quite sure what the piece of fabric I have is intended to be. I think it might be like a cover for a headboard on a bed, but either way, it's exactly what I'm looking for, and it looks like it'll be just the right amount of fabric to complete this project. I really enjoyed the like hobbity kind of woodsy vibe that corsets can give if done right. So I am super excited to get to work on this. Should be a really simple, quick project, and yeah. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe down below if you'd like to see more from me. Do you have a corset that you wear with your outfits? How do you style it? Because I really want one, but I'm not quite sure what to wear under it. So I would appreciate your input. All right, let's get started. Okay, so I have all of my initial pattern pieces cut out super roughly, as you can see, and that is because I know this fabric is gonna fray like a bitch. So I'm cutting it out super roughly, and then tomorrow, once I have my sewing machine all set up, I'm gonna go and trim all this excess off and then immediately zigzag around every single one of these edges, which is gonna be a pain, but I think it's gonna be worth it. The other thing I'm going to do is, I also found this fabric at the thrift store. It's showing up a little darker on camera than it is in real life, but I found this tablecloth, I believe, and I'm considering lining it in this and kind of making it reversible, question mark? We will see. I think that's what I'm gonna do because I don't have anything else that'll line it. And if I don't want to line it with something that's super thick, and this seems to have a nice weight, so I think that's what's going to happen. You're gonna help me cut the fabric? Alright, so here's where we are at. I've pinned together this lining to kind of get a better idea of how it fits. It obviously doesn't have any boning in it yet, so it doesn't do much for me currently, but I wanted to see how it fits so I could cut off these tabs. I like the tabs on historical things, but since these are supposed to be fashion, I just think they're gonna end up being really annoying to sew, and I don't want to do that. So I'm gonna kind of cut them off at my waist and use these lining pieces as a pattern for the other pieces. And I also think for my boning, I'm just gonna sew down the seam allowances in this piece because the other fabric is really loosely woven and I think it's gonna fall apart if I try to do that. Like, if I rely on those seams to hold the boning in, I don't think they're gonna stay. So I'm gonna put most of the boning in this piece and then like a few in the other one. So that is the current plan. So I'm going to mark off where these need to be cut, trim them, and transfer those to the other pieces. And then we can get constructing. Okay, so all my pieces are constructed and top stitched, which you can kind of see here. We did hit a little snafu where I realized I had sewn these panels on this side upside down. So I had to tear all my top stitching and all my stitching out and redo them. But we are back, we are ready. We're going to connect the two of these. I'm going to stitch them together along the top edge and the front, and leaving the bottom open so I can insert the boning into this one. And then I have to decide how I'm going to finish the bottom. I'm considering trying to find some trim that I already have and just kind of using it like a bias tape around the edge. And I also have to decide if I want to deal with trying to put eyelets into this. It's really loosely woven. I said I was going to zigzag around the edges of this, but I realized that sounded annoying and I didn't want to do it. So I didn't end up doing it. Might come back to bite me, but I'm gonna zigzag the two pieces together. So hopefully that will add some stability to that. So yeah, let's see where this goes. Thank you so much for watching. I really enjoy how these turned out. And I'm excited about the reversible idea that I had about halfway through. For now, my lacing is just some embroidery floss that I braided. I'm hoping to get something a little fancier in the future. If you like this video, please give it a like and subscribe down below if you'd like to see more from me. And yeah, I hope you have a great rest of your day. Okay, bye!